We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We are live from Inner Circle. There are Inner Circle, Category Kings, Atlas members in this room right now having lunch, and we're having a break. We're going to tell you what's been going on since we talked to you yesterday. It's been 24 hours.
It's been 24 hours. And so much has happened. You would not believe like the amount of just gold that's been rained down. It's been wonderful.
Awesome. So we're going to recap that. Our exciting secret guest speaker last night. We're going to reveal who that is and tell you our biggest takeaways from that and our biggest takeaways from Inner Circle. Russell's going to be jumping up and speaking to the room right after we're done, which is exciting.
It's a surprise. They don't even know it's happening.
They don't even know.
It's going to be really, really cool.
They're watching this right now. Yeah. But hey, if you guys are here with us, comment below. Let us know what you've been loving about this and your biggest takeaways that we share to you. Let us know what you love.
Yeah, we want to know what it is that you want to see during this entire show. So go ahead and put your information down below. Let us know what you would like to see out of the show. Is there certain things behind the scenes? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less? Are there guest speakers, funnels? What do you want to see? If you want to see something funny, like a meme or something like that, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're building out Funnel Hacker TV with you, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. And then if you want to get reminded and notified every time we do these, which is going to be often, make sure you text FHTV to 208-231-3797, and you'll get the notifications right before we go live.
And once again, that's FHTV to 208-231-379. I'm sorry. I love radio. I listen to radio, and they always repeat it like 7 times.
I love the radio voice.
I always wanted to do it. Okay.
Okay, so should we recap last night?
Yes, we should.
You want to reveal who it was?
Yes, I do. Okay, so 10 years ago, Russell was able to bring on a speaker back when the Dagan Smith days. This is way before Funnel Hackers existed, way before ClickFunnels probably was thought of. They probably thought of a couple different versions. I don't know if he tried them yet. This was way back in the day, and I don't know if you guys have seen the training. 10 years ago, almost to the month, this man was invited to come and speak for Russell Brunson, and it was the first time he'd spoken in front of marketers. He is an amazing storyteller. If you guys know who it is, comment down below. It's so spectacular. He was able to come, and over the last decade now, so that training, if you guys watch it, it's actually in the membership area. Russell's given this multiple times, but I don't know which membership area it's even in anymore. But the way that it works is over the last 10 years, once I dropped the name. Once this person realized how this works for marketers, he pivoted his business, and now he's been training just marketers. So he came back with a framework, a book, gives a free course for everybody in their circle. And
revealing it?
Oh my gosh, yes, reveal it. Okay. It's Michael Haig, and it was amazing. You think you understand the hero's 2 journeys. You think you understand the heroic journey, and then Haig makes it to the next level where you go into the inner journey. What is the journey that the person is going through? That actually connects it, makes it real. Michael Haig worked with 8 consecutive Will Smith films, and they just worked together. I think he said his top one that he absolutely loved was Karate Kid. And he took it so much deeper than I thought you could. He started talking about the characters and the different pieces. This was storytelling like we've never heard it. This was a masterclass in a night. And he did that. He was like, look, we usually talk 3 days on this. That was just the first 30 minutes. You ready for the good stuff? It was so good, so worthwhile.
Yeah. One of the things that happened was at the end of when Michael was talking, he brought Russell back up. They did this little session of Q&A. Russell got to ask him some questions. And one of the things Russell mentioned was I forgot, it's been so long since I was learning from you and developing my adapting and developing the framework that I use, that I forgot how deep the inner journey goes. And Michael was like, well, actually a lot of that's been developed since then. And so he's even developed his own framework a little bit further, which is so exciting. And I think that was my biggest aha, the most favorite part of last night was just diving into that inner journey a lot more.
Well, and if you guys know the name and you're like, how do I know this name? It might be because of this book, right? Russell put it inside of this. So when he talks about the hero's 2 journeys and all that, he talks about Michael Haig. He talks about all the influencers that made this possible. He tells the story. So if you have not read it, it's a good refresher. All right. So one thing that I thought was just super meta that I wanted to bring up, because it was so cool. I'm a nerd, so I'm watching him as he's speaking. I'm like, is he going to use his own frameworks? Like, are we watching a Michael Hague movie in his speech? And it wasn't just like little stories, like the entire thing, the way he crafts the beginning, he builds out the likability. He does all the things that he does in his frameworks. And at the very end, he made it like we achieved this thing, like we all came, like this is the idea, this is how you can do all these things. And then he brought it back for an inner journey at the end. And it just made it real. And it just hit the ground. It was almost like you just saw Russell's eyes light up. I was like, yes. I was like, this is gold. It was so much fun.
Do you want to tell them about the reflective character?
Yes. Okay. So everyone, we all in storytelling, we all know the idea of there needs to be a guide, someone who helps you to cross the threshold. The question is for you. We all think in Lord of the Rings that Gandalf is the one who helps Frodo cross the threshold. But according to Michael Hague's training, that person also has to be there to remind the character of who they are. So my question for you is, who was the real guide? Was it Gandalf or was it Samwise Gamgee? Oh,
it was so awesome. Yeah,
so
the whole idea of the reflective character. We always kind of hear from Russell and we listen to him talk about the hero's two journeys and how that script goes of the guide.
Yes.
He calls it guide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And listening to Michael Hague last night was just like, it took it so much further. It was like, so awesome.
Russell, when he presented him, he said, this is somebody who goes just as crazy on story as I do funnels and marketing. Like, this is the person who's just crazy about it. This is what he loves doing. He stares out of the window, just having an absolute time, wonderful time thinking about all of these different strategies. So really, really cool.
Yeah. So I guess takeaway for you guys from that is you gotta come to these events so that you can listen to these awesome speakers, get more from the things that Russell's teaching us all the time.
Yep.
All right, should we move on to the next thing?
Yes.
So we have what for now we're calling the random news moment.
News moment.
Ben has something he wants to make sure that you guys know about.
Okay, so a lot of times, a lot of channels are posting different things. You might not see them. So I just wanted to highlight something that's going on really cool. We have been been interviewing users of ClickFunnels and doing their spotlights and doing a user spotlight. We have, I think, 9 up right now. So you're able to watch those on YouTube if you have not seen them already. Definitely go check it out. The one just dropped with Danny Walsh. So Laura Demetrius interviews Danny Walsh and they talk about how this all works. Definitely go check that out. It's cool. No one really knows this stuff exists. It's just dropping everywhere. The content machine is real. Like Russell's doing a lot. So just random news moment. It's really good.
Yeah. All right, let's do our biggest takeaways. I think Russell might be getting ready to jump up on here and speak to the room. So we're gonna end with our biggest takeaways from, I don't know, I guess since we talked to you last.
Well,
right?
So everybody's like, we're sitting in the room and everybody is getting the opportunity to come on stage and share 2 things, share their gives and their takes. Like, what is your biggest thing that's working and what are the things you have questions about? And there's been some things, just being able to hear 2 Comma Club winners and 2 Comma Club, I'm saying it wrong. The $10 million award, all the 2 Comma Club awards. Being able to hear them talk about what are their biggest realizations and their biggest requests today has been really humbling, but also really human. It's been really, really good. So we just want to share a couple of highlights.
Yeah. Okay. So mine, I got 2. One's from yesterday, one's from today. And first one is control the dates. That was a huge thing that was mentioned this morning in our breakout room that we were sitting in. And what this means is to control the dates is like, it's hard to plan a business and plan things when you don't like stick to deadlines. And so the big thing was like, make sure you're mentioning to your clients and your vendors, if you have vendors, your team, whoever, right? Whoever is involved in the project, make sure you're constantly reminding them of the dates in a good way, not in an annoying way, but like, hey, does that date still work for you? So that was really awesome. And then my second one was, I think from yesterday, everyone needs to be an Amazon affiliate. Right? So there's a whole program around Amazon affiliates and it's free to sign up. And apparently like anyone can be selling anything from Amazon. And I'm not going to go into details, but go look into it. It's awesome.
So cool. Yeah, I just wrote down a whole list of them. So I'm just going to rapid fire through these. Affiliate plays, we just talked about that. how to do a quick disc assessment on anybody you're talking to, understand like where they fall so you can have the right conversation with them, and how to move that into your marketing. We had problem solving formula, a literal formula like F plus S and then PL divided by LP. It was really cool, like how to do that for the problem solvers who are changing the world. Power of presence, 6 neurological selling, thinking, and change elements that you can weave into your business and your marketing, ending negative self-talk. And then what was really interesting to me was some of the takes that people were asking for. You know, you think that you know everything, but these takes were like, we're trying to build out the continuity. We're trying to follow Russell's linchpin strategy. And we're trying to figure this one piece out. We're not quite sure what our continuity should be. Or we just replaced all of our high ticket stuff with affiliate. And so now we're making a whole bunch of money. We're restarting funnels. If anyone knows an idea of where we should start, like selling events, what happens when your value ladder ends? When somebody's reached all of that, how do you keep them? Like the questions were just powerful. The experiences were unique. And everybody here walked away with so much more than they gave. And that's...
And I think that goes back to what you were saying yesterday about how everyone in the room is in a different place. And like, this is a room for everybody. No matter if you are making, we heard someone earlier today, 2 million a month, or if you are like at the barely able to afford to be in the room, right? And I think that's just what you said, like the asks that they were asking for, it just further is evidence of that. Of like, they're in all different levels here, and and everyone is accepting. Everyone gives away their best stuff, and they're giving advice, and it's just really awesome to see.
And that's the power of a mastermind done right. I mean, everybody wants to see everybody else succeed. You don't find that just because you're in a Facebook group. You don't find that because you're in a course. This is something really powerful and really unique, and it's just been so cool to be in the room. I think this is my official first time being in the room for an inner circle event. And everyone's like, did you get in? I'm like, I have a back secret door. But it was so cool, so wonderful. Masterminds are just the bee's knees. This was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up so that Russell can come and talk to the room. He's got something to say. So one last time, if you want to know when we're going live, you can get notified right before we do. Text FHTV to 208-231-3797. And we are planning on doing this multiple times a week.
Multiple times.
And it's going to be awesome. So we're glad you joined us. Anything else to say?
Nothing else to say. If you like this, if you have any ideas, once again, comment those down below. This is a show we want to build organically. We want you guys to be able to tell us what you want to see, and we work it in. This is a show we're two just crazy funnel hackers. We have been for years. And we just want to be able to share whatever we can from the inside that you want to see. So definitely text FHT to 208-231-3797, and we'll see you guys later.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you. It's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.